This is a devil in physical form. Brother, what's your name? What's your name, brother?
You want
what's your name, brother?
You want
what's your name, brother? What's your
Yo, what's good, my people? So we've got a heated man busting debate right here between Yada, Awakely, and Cooley. I mean, I want to give it to this guy, man. He's persistent. He's back here on Hardly Initiated. Yeah, I'll leave the link to the full video in the description. But for the meantime, the last time I saw Yada Awakening, he was in a debate with Anton Daniels on this same podcast channel. And you know how it went down. I mean, he got smoked, in my opinion, if I would say. But he's here with Cooley, you know. And for this particular segment, they'll be discussing the topic entitled "If Marriage is Best for a Man." All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's go.
Totally not against marriage. I think it's a beautiful thing. But as in regards to signing that piece of paper, that's a different story. That's not, you know, that doesn't make sense, actually. But I think, you know, people should definitely get married and strive to be married, men and women, through the church, where, you know, it's not these laws that incentivizes the other party to break it.
Got it. So essentially you're saying you respect the union of marriage, but you don't agree with the legal
just the laws,
aspect.
just the you know, the legalities behind it. No.
Got it. So personally yourself, just if you're talking to a guy, you're giving him some game, you would probably say, hey, brother, like, I don't recommend you legally get married. That would probably be a recommendation you make for a brother.
Well, no. That's not even a recommendation. I would say, hey, if you're going to go into something, you have to go in smart, right? And one, you want to know first who you're going in this contract with. Also, I would, you know, recommend a prenup. You know what I mean? So this person isn't incentivized to divorce it. Currently, right now, we live in a society where women are pedestalized, and they are pedestalized in a way where they only prioritize how they feel, generally speaking. So there's a lot of women that 70 to 80% of divorces are initiated by women. And a lot of these divorces is because I woke up one day and he's not the guy for me. He's not the guy for me anymore. I don't like him anymore. Now, of course, there's many other reasons, cheating and all of these other type of things that's involved in to why the woman initiates the divorce. But if you actually look at it, which I've studied it, it's a lot of it is because it's feelings.
And Yada, what is your opinion on this?
Man, first I want to say, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, strengthen me, allow God to speak and the devil to be quiet. Praises. Let me do this. I wanna speak to the Red Pill Society for a moment. I really want to speak to these brothers because I understand that a lot of you men are hurt. Like, a lot of you men are hurt. I was in a relationship with a woman, and when I started to exit from this woman told everybody I beat on her. Right? I was facing 44 years in prison. The internet ran with it. They ran with it. They didn't need no documents. All they need is she filed for these things, and that was the proof for them. 44 years. They told me to plead to 15 years for something I did not do, because a woman said I did something, because she told me if she couldn't have me, she'd rather me be dead. So I have every reason to say, man, you know, marriage, it's just not for me. Women, I just can't trust them. Mind you, I'm facing 44 years in prison. My wife that I have was pregnant at the time. I fall into a state of being a complete alcoholic. A drunk. I turned drunk. I'm losing my mind, literally falling apart. Mental breakdown after mental breakdown after mental breakdown, fall into a deep state of depression. My wife comes in the room. Bro, I have some scissors to my neck. I'm like, it's over with. It's over with. Everything I'm cursing God. God, you ain't nothing. You're not real. You don't exist. Cause why would you do this to me? Everything I've been through, this is how I'm going out. And I'm not afraid to be incarcerated. I'm a man wherever you place me. Wherever you place me, I'm standing how I stand, period. And those that know. But this is how I go out. 44 years, plea to 15. I turn into a complete alcoholic. My wife comes in. My wife, the beautiful one you see me posting all the time. She see me at my lowest. My lowest. Scissors to my neck. She comes in, what are you doing? I push her. She runs to the neighbors for help. To help me. Somebody, help this man. Guess what my neighbors do? They clip it for 15 minutes of fame.
Wow.
And says he beat her. There's no documents, there's no police records, there's nothing. So I have every reason to dislike women, especially women that look like me, because these were black women. Black women. Mentally falling apart. I'm talking about, you followed me for how long, brother?
About 5 years now.
Did you see all that stuff that's going online? Y'all is a woman beater. Y'all is a woman beater. Y'all is a woman beater. Why? I was facing 44 years, plea down to 15. But look at Yada. Look at Yada. Where's the guilty at? No one cared. So Red Pill, I can understand why y'all frustrated. I've been there. I've been attacked by a woman that said she loved me, told me if she couldn't have me, she'd rather me be dead. I understand. But when I sit across from men like him with no substance, and it comes to relationships and marriage, he comes from a place of fear. We have to understand when it comes to marriage, it's deeper than a piece of paper. We're talking about being ordained by God, and a lot of men suffer from divorce because no one has properly told them how to choose a woman. If a man knows how to choose a woman, he does not have to worry about divorce. Me, when that woman was giving me 44 years to say I beat her, I chose that woman. They can go online right now and will not see no response about anything she said. There's no video ever of me speaking bad about this woman because I take full responsibility for what goes on in my life. That's what men do. So when you step into marriage and you have to doubt the woman that you're with, you've already lost. You've already lost. I believe every man that's following the will of the Most High God. Because if I'm not mistaken, God says when you find a wife, you find a good thing. Am I mistaken?
No.
When you find a wife, not shack up with a woman, not have a babies by a woman and not claim her, but when you find a wife, you find a good thing. That's why you have to stop following men like this. He's a shack up man. He shacks up with women. And I know for a fact, he was raised in a single parent household. He's never seen his mother properly loved. This isn't a man. This is a devil in physical form. Brother, what's your name? What's your name, brother?
You want
what's your name, brother?
You want
what's your name, brother? What's your name, brother?
What's your name,
brother?
You know my name?
What's your name, brother? I'm talking about the demon in you.
No, you
not Cooley, the demon in
my name?
you. The demon in you. What's your name? The demon in you.
But listen, my name, you have
before
you're a woman. I'm speaking to a woman across the table.
There we go. That's the devil showing. That's the demon showing. What's your name?
You started with that.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name, demon? What's your name? What's your name, demon?
You're a
What's your name, demon?
It's
going to come. It's coming.
Guys,
it's coming.
1 second.
It's coming.
Guys,
it's coming.
Guys, hold on, wait.
Yo. I don't know, man. I don't know, but this is so funny. You know, I didn't want to pause, but because this is a long clip, you know, it's a long clip. So I didn't want to pause, but I had to pause over here. Like, what is with this name calling and all that? And I'm trying to follow his story. Like, I'm trying to get what he's trying to say. Is he saying that he finally got with the woman who, you know, put him into that scenario where he had to face prison time? Is that what he's saying? I mean, if that's what he's trying to say, then that's crazy, because this lady literally wanted to put you behind bars. I mean, that's crazy, and you still ended up wifey with this woman. Is that what he's saying? I don't know, man. But I don't know. Why do I feel like he ends up deviating from the matter at hand? Like, stick to the subject matter. Like, I feel like he's, all over the place, deviating from the subject matter. I don't know, man, but hey, let me know what you guys think, man. This is crazy.
Because
I destroy men like
coming,
and you're gonna see it.
It's coming.
You're gonna see it.
It's
I
coming.
want to make sure we clearly get the answer. Because
Because he never answered the question.
coming.
Should marriage
Look,
be-
emotions.
It's coming.
and yada, just so I can be clear here, should marriage be the ultimate
All
goal for men?
men should strive to marry the woman that they're with. If they don't see that, they should not be with her. Period.
Now, Cooley, I do want to give you an opportunity to respond to this. How much of a man's reluctance, or just men in general, their reluctance to get married is based on fear or hurt from past relationships?
I mean, it depends on the man. That's an anecdotal question. But, I mean, a few things that he said there. He's talking about the red pill community. I mean, if you look into that, you're speaking about the red pill community and pointing at me. No one said that I'm in that community. So you have this mindset where you hear certain content and then you just put everyone in a box. That's not how it goes. The thing is this, my brother. The red pill, that concept is just based off of truth. When they asked me the question, I spoke truth. I did not speak how I feel. You're a woman, and you're going to get this work now. You are a female. I'm looking at across this table in your eyes. You spoke nothing but feelings. You spoke about, your situation, and that you're a victim, and that, and you still married the woman. Great for you, my friend. Great for you. They asked me a question and I answered it. I never said I was against marriage or anything like that. I answered it properly and said I'm against the marriage in modernity times. Pre-modernity, it was great because women wasn't really working. That incentivization for a woman, it was needed. Currently, right now, there's no need for it.
There's no need for marriage?
You can't even dispute my point.
There's no
That is not
need for
what I
marriage?
said.
What'd you say?
I said currently right now, there is no need for the incentivization for women to be
There we go.
incentivized to leave the marriage. They are incentivized to leave the marriage. Would you sign, and now I'm going to pose the question to you. Would you sign a contract? You seem like a businessman. You're wearing a suit. Would you sign a contract that the other party is incentivized to break it?
Brother,
Answer it, yes or no.
Brother,
Don't give me your feelings.
Like you said, I am a businessman, a great businessman. And I understand that family is the first business. I'm speaking, brother. You're shaking your head already.
You ain't answered the question,
You're talking
bro.
about feminine traits. You're shaking
You
your
ain't
head
answered the
already.
question.
You're shaking your head
No,
already.
females
Bro, I'm
avoid
speaking.
questions.
I'm speaking, brother. I'm speaking.
Yes or no?
You're showing feminine traits again. I listened to you. I did not cut you off. Not once. Not once. Control the panties, please. Control the panties.
Hey, bro, come on.
Control the
Little
panties.
Ninja
Fellas,
Turtle
let's keep
over
it.
here
Let's
talking
keep
about
it.
control the
Hold
panties.
on,
I'm about to
wait.
get Master
Let's-
Splinter in here to
let's keep it.
correct you,
No,
brother.
no, no.
Chill out, man. You
Let's-
sound silly.
Go ahead, Yada.
Brother, again, family is the first business. If I'm stepping into a business to make money and I don't think the business partner I'm with is beneficial to me, I will not do business with that person. Do you understand? Oh, the demon showing
You
again.
didn't- you didn't
the
answer
demon.
the
I
question.
just told you.
You didn't answer the
Family
question.
is the first
Family is business. So you
if
will
I
sign a
have to
contract.
question, marriage is a contract, brother.
Yeah, but
marriage
that
is a
business,
contract.
They are incentivized.
Marriage
Your wife
is
right
a
now, she's
contract.
incentivized
marriage,
to leave you.
Marriage is
She'll
a
get
contract,
half.
brother. If my woman left me, she deserves more than half, brother. That's
great,
my
but she's
woman.
still incentivized.
Again, if I'm stepping into a relationship based off fear, I have no business being in a relationship. Feminine traits. Control yourself, brother.
Not feminine traits
Control
at all.
yourself, brother.
So you mean to tell me what is
Oh, goodness.
marriage is from the biblical perspective,
goodness,
right?
brother.
So that means that let's just take it back. Let's just take it back even further than pre-modernity, right? So at the end of the day, marriage is a covenant between the man, the woman, and God. There weren't any contracts that was made to incentivize women to leave the man during when marriage first came about. There wasn't anything like this. So I'm not against marriage. I think you still don't understand my point. And I'm not saying not to get into marriage because of fear. I'm just stating what's true. You're using feelings again. So what is true? Would you sign a contract that someone is incentivized
You just
to break
said you're
it?
not talking about fear, but you keep on saying, "Oh, she can take half and she can leave you, brother."
No.
Hold on, brother.
That isn't fear. It's a fact.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. No, you're giving your opinion, brother.
No,
Stop.
That is a fact.
Stop.
Please refute
Are you married?
my point.
Are you married?
Please refute.
Are you married?
I'm not married. No.
Okay, so how can you speak on this, brother? You're not
Okay.
qualified to even open your mouth
I'm
right
not
now.
qualified.
You're not qualified to
Marriage-
open your mouth right now. You're
I'll let
not
you get it out.
married.
Okay, so marriage is a relationship. So
Oh,
marriage
God,
is
here we
under
go.
the umbrella of a relationship.
Oh,
so
man.
therefore, since someone doesn't have a title, that doesn't even make no sense. That's a logical fallacy. That's the appeal to authority fallacy, which means that
here we go.
you could say that, well, bro, you don't have a certificate, so you can't speak on this.
What?
What are you speaking about? So, tell me, let's test your logic real quick. If someone is a mechanic and they have 15 years of experience, but they never got their certificate, 15 years of experience. The other person, they have 1 year of experience, but they got their certificate. Who do you think is better at fixing your car?
If I have,
Who do you think is better at fixing your car? Answer the question.
Listen,
Telling you,
you're not making
committed
sense.
a logical
You're
fallacy.
not making sense again.
You committed a logical
Your
fallacy.
feminine
It's an
traits are
appeal.
showing again.
Bro,
Let's keep the.
You're gonna lose this debate, bro.
All right, I think this is getting out of hand with the name calling and all that. No, man. Like, we should stick to the topic, the subject matter, which is marriage best for a man? Like, let's stick to the subject matter. And basically, what I feel Cooley is saying that he's not against marriage. Let me put it in the simplest way that I can. I mean, from what is being presented to us. He's not against marriage, but he doesn't like the fact that the government has to be in your business when it comes to marriage. Like going to sign a contract and the government in your private business and all that. He is not signing up for that. He is not in favor of that. But he's not against marriage. And Yada, on the other hand, is saying it doesn't matter. Just go for it. Have faith, trust in the woman, and keep praying. But you and I know in 2024, 2025, the kind of women we are dealing with. I mean, trusting alone is not enough. And I don't know, man, but this is crazy. But anyway, I think that's what Cooley is literally saying, and Yada is just on the opposite side, counteracting what Cooley is saying. But simple and short, I don't think Cooley likes the idea of government poking into your business when it comes to marriage. As simple as that. But let me know what you guys think, man.
Because you're speaking from Phil's. You already lost.
So Cooley, do you consider there to be any benefit to marriage for men?
Well, let me ask the question this way. I'll bring the question and pose it to
stuttering.
him. No one's stuttering.
Nah, you don't have to ask me no questions,
But
brother.
I'll pose the question to the entire audience in the conversation. What benefit does a marriage? I mean, there's a few benefits that marriages get, that men get in marriage, and that's okay, tax benefits and multiple other benefits. But as far as signing the paper, because we got to differentiate the two. Marriage, being married in a covenant under a church, under religion or God and stuff like that, yeah, it's spiritual. It's many benefits as far as spiritual benefits, of course. But if we're speaking about it, if we take that part away and we're speaking about it just signing the contract, the only other benefit is some tax benefits. Other than that, what benefit does a marriage? What?
So let me
What benefits a man?
Let me do this.
Let me just finish real
Okay,
quick. My point.
Got it.
The question that I'm posing is, what benefit does a man get in a marriage that he already doesn't get in a relationship?
Okay, bro. Now listen to me, brother. You said this spiritual.
You said the spirit.
You said that. I'm not gonna answer the way you want me to, but I'm gonna answer
Okay,
it.
cool.
Thank you so much.
Got it.
You say the spiritual aspect. Take that away. You can't take it away. When you're doing business at a high level, clearly this is not a business, man. He's a TikToker. I get it. But when you're doing business at a high level, the first thing the person asks you is, "Are you married? Come to dinner. Bring your wife." That validates how consistent a man can be, how trustworthy a man can be. No real man is going to shack up with a woman and not make sure she's properly taken care of if he passes away. So if Cooley built a lot of wealth and he's with a woman and he dies, guess what's going to happen? Guess who's going to get the wealth? Not the woman that he's been shacking up with.
Oh, that's a lie. You can do all of that without signing a piece of paper. You can put someone on your will. You can make a woman a beneficiary. Listen, let me answer the question.
I can't wait.
So what I'm telling you is, what you just said is a lie. You just said that. Well, what is the wife going to benefit from this marriage if he happens to die? Well, he could still put her on the will. He could still make her a beneficiary. He could do all of these things without actually signing that paper. Also, right, if he is in a relationship with a woman, he can still protect and provide for that woman. If he loves that woman, he can still take a bullet for that woman.
And this is what I mean right here when I said this is not a businessman. Because if you write a will can be contested. Do you know what that means? Contested. You're not a man. You're not making no real money, so you don't understand. Listen to me for one moment.
What you talking about?
No, brother. I heard you say on a podcast you make over 6 figures a year. I make over 6 figures a month. We're two different types of men.
That's totally fine. You're still a Ninja Turtle.
Next, feminine traits. Feminine traits.
You started it
feminine
off.
Feminine traits.
I asked him. The crazy thing is, before we started,
look at the demon showing his face.
Do you want to make ad hominem attacks?
Come on, look at me when you're speaking, brother. Look at me.
So check it out. Let's try to keep it. Let's try to stay progressive here, fellas, because I want to make sure we can actually move through this, because this is actually a really important conversation, because Cooley's not the only guy I've heard say that.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of men that actually believe this, because we've seen things go left for men on many occasions, and there is just a lot of discomfort and concern building around the union of marriage. So I'm curious about this because, you know, I got a little sister myself. Many of us, just how life is going to go, we're going to end up raising daughters ourselves. It's just kind of what it is.
Yeah.
I know sometimes we can get caught up in protecting ourselves as men, which we have to. I mean, we have to think about what practically makes sense for us. But let's think about it like this. I want to twist this. If we were giving some game to our little sisters or a woman that we care about, is it a good idea, or do you think, Cooley, a woman can still be secure, protected, and I guess comforted in a marriage without the legal document and paperwork? Is that a good deal for the woman as well?
Yeah, she could be married in a church under, the Spirit of God. That's totally fine. Why would you? The thing is, like, this whole thing as far as the legal situation, this is still new. You know what I mean? And the legal situation, it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. It only benefits the woman. It doesn't benefit the man at all. And the man, the only reason why, like, did you listen, or did anyone listen to the things that I said in the beginning? Pre-modernity, women weren't really working. They weren't in the workforce. So the reason why they made the marriage laws this way, where women get alimony and things like that, is to incentivize them because they're not working, right? But prior to even that, there wasn't any incentivization for women to get. Now we're in modernity. Women are in the workforce. So therefore, why are they still being incentivized to leave the man? That doesn't add up. That's the only part that I'm against, is the legal part. Marriage itself is a blessing. It's a great thing.
What about the selection process?
What about
choosing the right woman? How much do you think that factors into it?
I mean, that factors into everything. I mean, a man choosing the right woman is everything. A man needs to have discernment. A man, he needs to really really make sure he's choosing a woman that's worthy of taking a bullet for. Like, this is the thing. Women want a man to protect and provide for them and to take a bullet for, right? That's what they want. They want a leader. So the man should find a woman that's worth taking a bullet for, a very submissive woman, a feminine woman, a woman that's going to cheerlead him on, a woman that's going to be by his side. Yeah.
A leader does not need anyone to cheerlead them on. They just lead. They just lead. And this is what I'm saying, brother. I understand that you were raised in a home without a father. I can see it all on you. No, listen to me. I love you, and I want you to understand this.
Scott.
I love you. But bro, you've been hurt. You've been extremely hurt,
you've just
and it's still
expressed your
showing.
hurt.
And
I've
it's
never
still
been as hurt
showing.
as you've been-
And it's
as
still,
you've
and it's still.
been.
You're stuttering, brother. And it's
I've
showing.
never been as hurt as
it's
you've
showing,
been.
brother. It's
Never
showing.
been as hurt.
It's showing.
You just explain your whole
It's
situation.
showing,
how
brother.
hurt you were.
Yada,
It's
quick,
showing,
quick
brother.
question,
So I'm
Yada.
sorry for you.
Is
Thank
I
you.
never had no
Thank
chick
you.
play me like that.
what do you see? The reality of it is,
You sure?
going back to it, it is a lot of men that that have fear around marriage. What does that say?
And this is what men need to do, brothers. If you have to question the woman that you're with, you need to go back into healing. We are responsible for the women that we bring into our lives. And as the brother said, men are leaders, and we lead in the good and the bad. And real leaders take full accountability for everything that goes on in their life. So if you chose the wrong woman, it's your fault. And then ask yourself why you chose that wrong woman, and self-reflect on which you need to be. All praises.
There you have
Got
it.
it.
I want to make we're about to close this one out in a few. I wanted to give, obviously you just spoke, I want to give Cooley an opportunity to close out. Did you have any final thoughts on this topic before we close out and move to the next subject here, or the next topic? Should marriage be the ultimate goal for men?
Marriage is a beautiful thing. Anyone out there that wants to get married, go ahead. If you're a woman and you find a man, a leader, a protector, a provider, a good man, submit to that man. If you're a man and you find a woman that's worthy of taking a bullet for, that's on your side, that's being very submissive and feminine to you, and she's a good woman, you have this chemistry. If it's a good relationship, go ahead and get married.
All right, guys. So there you have it. I mean, this was more like a personal attack, than a debate, in my opinion. But there again, when it comes to marriage issues, if you look at the statistics of the way, this day and age, people are just getting divorced left, right, center. It gives you a reason to want to pause, just not rush into it. Take your time and then play kind of defense, to save your neck. Because trust me, if you enter into this institution and you sign the contract and it's the wrong one, trust me, yeah, you know what's going to happen next. I think we should take time and get to know people and make good decisions. Yeah, because the rate at which divorces are flying left, right, center, it's scary. So that alone should, give you a sign that, you shouldn't just stand up and just want to get married. Yeah. It was no brainer back in the 90s. Yeah, from what I know of. But now it's a big brainer. Yeah. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about what Cooley is literally talking about. That he doesn't want the whole government thing in his business. Yeah, he likes the marriage idea, but going to sign contracts where at the end of the day, if you guys are not, compatible, someone is gonna taking care of child support. Someone's going to take half of your property, here and there. A whole lot of stories out there. But let me know what you think in the comment section, man. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.